Episode 4. Oh man, we're back at like a great show again. We're finally getting to see how everything's going, and I actually called it. I called it. I was like, I just called it in the wrong order, which I called it. I said it was going to be Penguin, Vic, Sophia, Penguin, Vic, Sophia. It ended up going Penguin, Vic, Sophia, and then Sophia, or Penguin, yeah, Vic, Sophia. And so this episode was a Sophia episode, and it shows what happens after the third episode. If you guys have watched that one, then you'll know where it's placed in the timeline or whatever, because it can be. It's done really well to the point where it's not. It doesn't have to beat you over the head with it. It doesn't have to be like, and 12 minutes later or 30 minutes later, blah blah blah. No, it's like it makes you have to pay attention as an audience member, which I appreciate because I'm so tired of these things just treating you like just a youth, like you're 12 years old, and it's like I need it explained to me like I'm 7, and then they deliver that. So they continue on with that, and it shows her backstory on how she becomes nicknamed the Hangman and what happened to her and how everyone screwed her over, including Oz. So it actually shows that she is aware that Oz is he's a rat basically in her mind. Like she's like, nah, this guy's sketchy. So it's kind of showing that she's trying to flesh him out. She's trying to like she wants to pretend to trust him, but this episode shows that actually she's been aware the whole time, and it makes me want to go back and watch the first 3 episodes to show like her decision making in that, because the way that it's going to all play out afterwards, and that with this episode, I mean, the way this episode ends, I'm not going to sit there and talk about the ending of it because some people haven't seen it, but it's worth watching. This show is worth watching. Watch all the episodes, watch them twice, watch them 3 times, because this is how television should be done all the time. You should be constantly kind of on your toes, even if you think you know where it's going. It's not really always going there. And then the characters in it are just they're so well done. I almost can't praise the show enough. I want to praise it more. Bring me more. I'm waiting for that. This is only halfway through the season. This is only episode 4 of an 8 episode season. It's insane how much has been done and how well everything is done. And just for contrast, you can just look at like Marvel's Agatha right now. That thing is a disaster. Like, everybody saw the reveal coming on episode 1. With this, the only reveal you kind of know is like, okay, it's called the Penguin, so more likely the Penguin somehow wins, or he presides over it. Like, he's going to be a mob boss in some way or form. If that ends up happening, I mean, they can actually just go the total opposite way. If they're just going to, like, because this is like an Elseworlds thing, they could actually just straight up kill him. Who knows? And Sophia could win. But it leaves that option open enough to where you actually believe she could win, even though the show is called The Penguin. And I think that's awesome. I think the writing is phenomenal. There's things about this that are just it's just nice to see again in television shows. It's like Sopranos, Breaking Bad, stuff like this, where you're just like you kind of see the end game, but how they get there is actually intriguing. Bring back intriguing things. Do it. Just try it. Like, come on. It's awesome, and I feel that this show is doing it phenomenally, and I'm looking forward to literally every new episode. So if you guys are watching it, or if you want to continue on with the ride with it, I'm going to try to make a video about each one, while I also join some of the other channels like Hold My Dual Shock or DA, who's ever doing a stream on it, and they invite me on. I will come on and talk about it because I think this show is knocking it out of the park. It's great. And if you guys are watching it and you think the same thing, say why you like it. If you don't like it, I definitely want to hear why you don't like it, because I can't see this thing being like minimum an 8. It's an 8 out of 10, like the show in general, not every episode. Every episode is going to vary or whatever. But if this thing doesn't like hold a strong 8 on like IMDb or whatever, I'd be super surprised, because this thing is, for me, it's knocking it out of the park, man. I love the show. If you guys have a different opinion, like I said, drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I don't know, keep on watching if you got the time, man. I appreciate it. Peace out.